Hello everyone, very good evening. My name is Arun Kumar and today I'm again in front of you. So, before proceeding, let me tell you that today I'm uh, with series of video. Today I'm starting a series of video in which I'll be discussing all the topics that is required to clear AZ900 certification of Azure, that is for Azure fundamentals. So I'll be covering the topics that are needed to clear that certification. Also, I'll be covering the dump questions that is required to clear that certifications. So stay tuned with me. This is the first topic that I'll be picking today, and with this, let's kick off this video series. Hope you will stay connected with me and hope you will enjoy the learning with me. Let's proceed further. And the first topic that is there in AZ900 certification is the first and the foremost topic is like what is cloud computing? Okay, what is cloud computing? So let's understand this in a very simple manner. Okay, if if I give you the definition of what is cloud computing, then we can see at it. I have already listed down few of the very important points that cloud computing is delivery of computing services over internet. This is the main line which I want to highlight, that cloud computing is nothing but delivery of important computing services over the internet. Okay. What do I mean by computing services? Computing services can be anything like virtual machine, storage, databases, networking. There are many things that can be provided over internet. If I talk in simple terms, okay, we are using Wink Music, or we are using Wink Music to listen songs. So earlier, what used to happen, we had to download those songs in our mobile phones. Okay, we had to download songs in mobile phones to listen that. For that, we needed our mobile's memory, right? Our mobile's memory were getting consumed. Okay, but now uh, with the advent of these apps like Wink Music is there, okay, what happens, we don't need to download music or songs into our mobile. We just need internet connection. Those songs are already stored at some location over internet, at any storage location. Those songs are already stored, and from our mobile we are connecting to those storage locations through internet and we are listening the songs. This is a very simple example that I'm taking. Okay, so this is nothing but a form of cloud computing only. Okay, our data, the song that we want to listen is stored at some of the location and we are accessing those songs from our mobile. Similarly, if I take another example, okay, so suppose you have to install any software. You have to install any software, and suppose that software needs uh, suppose you have a computer and that computer have 8 GB of RAM inside that, but you need to install a software and that software needs 16 GB of RAM. So what will you do? You will go to market. If you are in Delhi, you will go to Nehru Place to buy a RAM, another RAM of 8 GB, and you will put that inside your computer so that it becomes 16 GB, and you will install your software. Okay. Now suppose tomorrow you need to install another software that needs 32 GB RAM in your laptop. So what you will do, you will again go to Nehru Place and you will buy another 16 GB of RAM and you will put that inside your laptop or computer. Is that a feasible option? Again and again you are changing your hardware as your requirements are changing. Okay. So a better approach is, instead of going and buying separate hardwares for each requirement, what you can do, we can take we can take computers on rent from cloud providers. Like major cloud providers in market which are available are Azure, AWS or GCP. Azure is Microsoft product, AWS is Amazon product, and GCP is Google Cloud product. So you can take computers on rent from these cloud providers based on your requirement. And like you need 32 a computer having 32 GB RAM. Instead of those computer with you, those computer will be with Microsoft Azure, you just need to request for a computer having 32 GB RAM with Microsoft Azure, and Azure will provision that, and they will give it to you for your uses. And after you have done your uses, you can decommission that computer. You will be charged only for what you use. You see how much beneficial it is. You are not paying for the whole hardware cost, whole hardware buying cost. You are only paying for the uses that you are doing, right? You are only paying for the uses that you are doing. So this was explanation of what actually cloud computing is in very simple terms. And majority of the services, I mean, many kinds of services are provided by this service provider like Azure, AWS, or GCP. Okay, the two very uh, common services, or you can say resources provided by any of these cloud platforms are, I have already written down here, compute power and storage. Okay, compute power and storage. That's what I explained. Compute power is nothing but the processing capability of your computer. Okay, like what is what is the size of RAM in your computer? Is it 4 GB or 8 GB or 16 GB? And what is the processor that you are using in your laptop or computer? Okay, so the need for that may change. Okay, like right now I have 8 GB, or I have requirement of 8 GB of RAM, then that is fine because my computer has 8 GB of RAM. But at later point of time, I may need 16 GB or 32 GB or 64 GB of RAM. So I may not go and keep on buying the hardwares for that. That will be become very much costly for me. Okay. So what I will do, I will take on rent from Microsoft Azure or Microsoft Azure or AWS or GCP. Okay, so this was about compute power and storage. Like suppose my laptop has 512 GB of hard drive in my laptop. I want to store 1 TB of data. Where will I be storing? Again, I will have to go to market. If you are in Delhi, you will have to go to Nehru Place and you will have to buy a hard drive, and you will have to attach that with your computer to store 1 TB of data. But again, is that a feasible option? No, that is not a feasible option. Instead of that, what you can do, you can take storage spaces from cloud providers and you can store your data there till the time you need that. Uh, you will be charged only for the uses that you are doing. You will not be charged for the whole hardware cost. Once your use case is complete, you can decommission that resource, or you can decommission that storage account. So these are the two most basic services that are provided by almost all cloud providers. Okay, so what is the benefit of this? So the benefit of this is that the companies need not to create separate data center, okay, for their increasing IT uses. Okay, like as I explained, if RAM demand is increasing or the hard disk demand is increasing, or I need to change my processor. Okay, so companies may need to set up separate data center for, or they companies may need to expand data centers capability time to time. But with the invent of cloud, companies don't need to spend on data centers, spend their resources, either money or manpower, skilled manpower, or anything on data centers. They just need to request from cloud providers like Azure or AWS, and they can take the resources on rent. They can use that, and again, after uses, they can decommission those resources, and the companies will be charged only on the resources that they have used. They don't have to buy any resources. Okay, so uh, this is a very beneficial technology that is there in the market that companies are using to decrease their costing on IT infrastructure. I hope that I am clear with what cloud computing is. Okay, I'll be coming with my next video, and stay tuned with me. We'll be covering whole of AZ 900 certification topics. So by going through these videos, you can easily clear your AZ 900 certification. Thank you so much. Do like, subscribe, and follow me. Thank you so much. Bye.